hurts, but all I can do is pray. On my knees I pray, heartache weeping, cause I know my people plight is on the very deep end. From disease, drugs, or the homeless needing. From prostitution to the jail cells overpacked with black men. To the younger generation disrespecting their elders. To us being too much of consumers and not developers. To us being puppet slaves in white America. No more loving our heritage, we lost our African character. To the debt we pay to our bill collectors, no sense of community. We fight, dislike and kill each other. The black man and woman are divided like we hate each other. No more educating ourselves, we just stop at the college professors. I hate to say it, but we lost our sight in who we are. We let the devil taint our subconscious mind with all of this poison. Now we floating down the river lost in this hopeless void. If nobody else won't speak and tell the truth, then I'm gon' make some noise. I pray for they saving, Father, the devil's a lie, so bastard taste my sword.
My people, my people, my people, my people are lost and need me to lead the way. My people, my people, my people, my people are struggling and dying each day. My people, my people, my people, my people need help in every way. My people, my people, my people, my people, I love them so much that
You can bring a horse to the well, but you can't get that horse to drink. I just want my people to listen and let the music help them think. Is it on me to lead the way? My Lord, am I even worthy? Cause I ain't been the same I should be, and my life still kinda dirty. But I'm feeling it and I'm hearing it, and my spirit tell me to move. Cause I'm tired of seeing my people suffer, it's giving me the blues. So I'm going to sacrifice myself and give them all that I got. Cause when you really love somebody, that's what it's really all about. So I'm gonna pour myself away till it ain't no more for me to pour out. Don't be deceived by the deception, you are royalty in and out. And the truth and the proof is in Africa, our motherland. We built the pyramids, made mathematics and medicine. That melanin that's deep in your skin core is gold, my friend. So gain that true knowledge yourself. You a God within. Don't let them Europeans try to convert you into they devilish seed. Look for the hidden colors and go and find out your history. Peace.
my people, my people, my people, my people are lost and need me to lead the way. My people, my people, my people, my people are struggling and dying each day. My people, my people, my people, my people need help in every way. My people, my people, my people, my people, I love them so much that I pray.
If it's happening in the black community, nationally or locally, you can best believe we're on top of it. We are Black I Am Radio.
Hey, 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 it's your girl, Dr. Harris, live here at Black I Am Radio. Trying to recoup from this past weekend, and then this week, you know, this week has been already a very impactful week starting on Monday. But let's go back to what we done last week here at BPU Global Network. BPU stands for Black People United, for those of you who don't know. And we had the Black I Am Commentary Awards on Thursday. Let's talk a little bit about that. Man, that show was so amazing. I mean, we honored the comedians and the poets, and I just want to say, it was everything that I expected it to be. You know, it is so many things that happened on that night that were just so amazing. Shouts out to the host, Trade 380 The Future, and Miss Nala Shepherd. You did an amazing job. Shout out to OG Sexy, who opened up for those for our host. And it was also the celebration of her 69th birthday weekend. So it was just an amazing show. But let's talk about some of the honorees. The honorees for that day, we had Georgia Me, the poet, and Abyss Graham and She Bars. You know, we had Yasmin. I mean, we had so many amazing poets. Oh, and then our keynote speaker turned the place out, Mr. James, the Speaker Sears. Thank you so much, King, for traveling to come and share your gift with us. We really had an amazing time. For it to be our first annual Black I Am Commentary Awards, it was just so amazing. I mean, there were so many people that got honor, that deserved honor. And for those of you who missed it, you'll hear the stigma of it and you'll be trying to break the doors down next year because it's just going to be that amazing. And we do plan on traveling with it. The reason why we did the Black I Am Commentary Awards and the Black I Am Fashion Awards is because our original Black I Am Power Awards, where we honor the humanitarians, we honor the philanthropists, we honor the community leaders, we honor the people that are bringing power back to our families, that are talking about our health. I mean, we do all of those things at the Black I Am Power Awards, and we were limited as to how many people we can honor in different genres. So, they got the Grammys, they got the Oscars, they got the Stellars, they got the BET Awards, they got all of those. Well, we will have all of those under the same concept of each one of those under Black I Am. So then the next day we had the Black I Am Media Expo. The Black I Am Media Expo was amazing as well. We had a lot of people come out that were in Black media outlets. We had some people that are doing big things like working on Nickelodeon and things of that sort. Shouts out to who you are. Then we had Curtis from Millie TV come in and he was there to share with us. I mean, we just had a lot of amazing people come in on that day, which was Friday. So that was Thursday, then Friday. Saturday, y'all. Saturday was the Black I Am Fashion Awards. The Black I Am Fashion Awards was very special to me because not only did we honor the designers, man, we had some amazing, like our fashion show was that fashion show. And we had some very amazing designers. We had, V-Dink's Designs was unable to make it for those of you who was looking for that. But we did have the only one and only Miss Gayla Rogers with her vintage collection. Amazing. Shouts out to Gayla Rogers with her Presidential Lifetime Achievement Award that she was honored with. Then we had Vanessa Henderson with Van Miller International. Vanessa Henderson, I want to say shouts out to Miss Vanessa and Mr. Howard because they were the reason why we could put that fashion show together the way that we did. When I came to her with the idea, she put her expertise in it and gave me recommendations of who she would think, would actually meet the criteria to bring out what I was trying to bring out, the first and only thus far Black I Am Fashion Awards. Mr. Howard Gillespie with his Vintage Man collection. It was amazing. The man was looking fine. They was doing everything. The way that they was walking. Shouts out to Garrett Patterson. Garrett, you always doing your thing on that floor. And then we also had, oh my goodness, Mr. Alex Holloman. Man, oh man. His designs are so amazing. Alex, shouts out to you for all that you do and how you have your creative eye in those designs. I mean, every fashion designer was amazing. But to end the show with fashion, we had Miss Sharon Gary Hill. And Miss Sharon Gary Hill, fashioned by D. Shacourt Studios. Man, oh man. I knew that woman was special, but I didn't know how special she was. They gave her a death sentence a year ago, and she's still speaking and putting life into people. For those of you who don't know, Miss Sharon makes clothes for regular people, but she also makes clothes and she works with the special needs models. They are so amazing. They were the life of the party of the show. So I want to say shouts out to Miss Sharon Gary Deal and her models. They were amazing. And then at the end, she brought out one of her wedding collections with the man's suit and the woman's wedding dress. Man, it was all gold. It was just amazing, the whole show. Miss Vanessa has some one pieces that I definitely have to have her to put in my collection of clothing. So I'm going to be getting with her next week so I can get me some of those one pieces made. Miss Vanessa is good when it comes to any type of designs. But those one pieces that she made, they were so sexy, so amazing, and classy all at the same time. And so I want to say shouts out again to my fashion designers, but without the models, all of the models that came out, I want to say thank you, thank you, thank you from the bottom of my heart. I know that y'all probably been looking to see if I've put anything on Facebook. I haven't had a chance to, because after those shows on Monday, we I had another event that I actually spoke at, and we'll talk about that very, very shortly. But shouts out to all of the honorees. I mean, it was just amazing. Shouts out to our keynote speakers. Man, they blew the house up at that Fashion Awards. Maya Oasis, shouts out to you. That's my daughter. She did her thing for the Millenniums. And then Dr. Nuwani Whitty, shouts out to you and how you poured into us about our personal health. And the theme was beauty beyond makeup. And you really talked about that beauty beyond makeup, that health, Black health is our new beauty. Black health is our new wealth. And we thank you so much for your contributions of what you have done thus far to help our people to heal from the inside out. So I want to give shout outs again to our host. Our host at this particular show was the one and only Dre, Armani, and Nuevo. Y'all did y'all's thing. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Not only did y'all do y'all's thing, but y'all even brought out 6 outfits and made sure that you changed into every one of them. And all of them were amazing. Your own designs and your own fashion statements. And y'all did a darn good job. I want to say thank you to you. And I want to just thank all of the people that came out to be a part of our Black I Am weekend for Juneteenth. This year we decided we couldn't do a lot of the other things, but we did want to make sure that we gave honor where honor is due. Then I want to give a shout out to Ya. Man, Ya, a 10-year-old artist, was amazing. He actually brought it. He said, don't you stop and don't you give up until you reach the top. You know, I play his music sometime. It's so amazing how you see our children step up and give messages to the adults that they need to hold on to. That's exactly what happened at that fashion show. And then, it was just, Jayla. At the end of the fashion show, Jayla, she came out, formerly Jayla Toy. She came out with that guitar and she started singing, and that's how we ended our show. It was amazing. Let's go back to the commentary awards. I gotta say shouts out to Abyss and Crystal Dooms. Man, y'all ended my show amazing. Abyss, that is why he received his Lifetime Achievement Award. And then Crystal Dooms, she received her Abyss Grand Protege Award. But at the end of the show, man, their talents are so, so amazing. And Abyss, you did your thing. You did your thing. You did your thing. Thank you, thank you, thank you to everyone that was involved in our weekend. Shouts out to Phoenix Ascar and Frank Lamar for the contributions that you gave to us. Shouts out to my executive director, Queen Yisrael. Thank you so much for all that you do, because not only did she direct the show, she directed the kitchen, she made sure the food was done, she did everything that she could. Anything that I needed, she was there. So that's why it takes a village to raise a child. It takes a village to make things happen, to make an event happen. And I cannot do it by myself. But with the help of those who stepped in, we did it, y'all. And guess what? The years to come is only going to be bigger and better. And I want to say shouts out to Baba Oliver Samuels, and shouts out to Angela Foxworth for the interviews that they did on Saturday. They were so amazing. I'm still watching them. And I'm like, man, we got to get these videos off live. We got to cut them up. And I got to use these for promos because they are very, very amazing. Angela Foxworth, girl, you always doing your thing. Thank you so much for just bringing your expertise. That is A Fox. Make sure you tune into her A Fox show. She is an amazing soul. She's an amazing interviewer. She's just an amazing person, period. And to those of you that did not show up, to the honorees that I took time out to honor, that guaranteed me that you would be there but did not show up, I really don't appreciate that. I don't appreciate it if you did not communicate with me that you were not going to show up, because I could have easily taken you off of the show and it could have had our show flowing even a lot better. But because you chose not to even call, that's out of order. So, when people are trying to honor y'all and give honor where honor is due, make sure that y'all's honor is due by at least having the integrity to make phone calls, not the day of, but make phone calls. Unless it's something that's important, that you could not control. But if you got to go to the dentist the day before or whatever you have to do, please, y'all, let's do things in decent and order. If it was your show, you wouldn't want somebody not to show up with no explanation. So, especially when we're coming out of our pocket, I don't understand why people don't understand. Right now, things are at an all-time high. None of the awards are free. Gas is not free. Time is not free. Everything is money. So please, 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 y'all, let's start having the integrity to make sure that we are reaching out to those. When someone's trying to do something great for you, at least be great enough to make sure that you try to help them by allowing them to know when there's an issue. Communication is everything. Now let's go to Monday, the boss brunch. Man, it was just so amazing. I met so many. Shouts out to Phoenix and Phoenix Ascar and Frank Lamar for a job well done on your event. It was so amazing. The panel was amazing. I really enjoyed being able to speak to the people. And it was a lot of things going on that are not being said. So, thank you so much, Melvennia. I'm going to go ahead, y'all, and I'm going to read some of the comments that I'm seeing so that I can just give my shouts out and my thank yous to the ones that are here. Yes, Dr. Angie, young people, they are our future. Melvennia, that was the most amazing, beautiful show I ever had been to. It was so very intimate. I left encouraged. Y'all better be in the building next year. You don't want to miss. You have to be in the building. Thank you so much, building next year. You don't want to miss. You have to be in the building. We love you and appreciate you, Dr. Harris, and your team. Oh, thank you so much, Melvennia. It's the littlest things that people say that, mean so much. Thank you so much, Melvennia. And then Christine Robin Thames. Oh, thank you. Tell them, Dr. Harris, you're not wrong. Yes, because we just got to be real with our people. If you're out of order, you're out of order. If someone is honoring you, then you want to make sure that you communicate with them if you're not going to be there. There's some people that have worked hard, but because of your lack of communication, your lack of integrity, it just doesn't make you look good. Make sure that if you have an issue, that you're at least able to communicate with the people that's trying to give you the recognition that you deserve. Because when you don't do that, it questions you're deserving of that recognition. So again, I want to thank everyone. Yes, Black I Am Weekend. So Black I Am Weekend is going to be coming up very, very soon. I'm going to give a date during that Black I Am Weekend. Now, what I want y'all to do is I want y'all also to tune into our YouTube page before I go any further. Go to Black I Am Media YouTube every time I'm doing my show. You can find us on Facebook, but you can also find us on Black I Am Radio for your listening ears.com. That's blackimradio.com, and push the play arrow. But then you can also go to YouTube Live, Black I Am Media, and you will see the show there as well. Please tune into Black I Am Media, because that starts us monetizing for our station and for our soon to be launched, and we'll give some dates later on for our television network, which is not going to be that far-fetched down the line. We are working. One thing that you'll find out about us, we will test, try, keep on testing, keep on trying until we get it right. Now that we have it right, we're in the mode now of accepting new shows. And I've been having so many people calling me about taking shows, about their show coming onto our platform. We welcome you to come in and do an interview about your show to see if it's going to fit the platform. And if so, then we're going to be working on getting everything for everyone started by August the 1st. Because July 1st is right around the corner. We got the 4th of July. We got that whole month, of things that people are going to be doing. So we're going to look to our first show besides Dr. Harris Live in the first 2 weeks of August. So I'm excited about that. We are going to do a whole big launch when we do that, and you will get the information. So with all of those things being said, let me give shouts out to DJ J Rock and then DJ Tootie. Y'all did y'all's thing. Y'all came in. I didn't have to really prompt y'all much. I gave y'all a program. I went over it in 5 minutes, and y'all carried both of those shows. That's how you know when a DJ is really a DJ, because they don't only play music, but they can carry a show. And both of my DJs this past weekend, I'm proud of y'all. Y'all did just that. Y'all carried the shows. And thank you to Miss Cassandra Green for the decorations and setting up and all of the things that she's done to help us to make our event beautiful. Thank you so much. And then S.E. Pruitt Consulting, thank you so much to Sandy for our programs and Miss Sheba for our programs. And then we got to give shouts out to my boy, DJ Marcus the Prime from Alabama. He's in Montgomery, but all of the drops that you hear on our radio station, all of the drops that you hear at the Black I Am Awards, DJ Mark the Prime, he is responsible for that. And if you want some drops or voiceovers done, if you need some show pro, he also does videos, he does promos, he do all of that. Y'all can contact me and I will get you in contact with DJ Mark the Prime. But that's enough about the events. Let me give one more shout out for that Monday. We really had an amazing time. The food was good. We just had a great time. Shouts out to Phoenix and Frank again. And I know that next Thursday, they're going to be doing another event for those who came out, the speakers and all of that, like an appreciation brunch. So I'll be in the building. Yesterday was my 3rd public wedding anniversary, meaning this. My husband and I got married on October the 17th, 2018. But we got married in front of our guests, our family, people traveling from all over the world on yesterday. So shouts out to that. It's been something else, but we made it, and we're working to make it work for a long time to come. So, things are never the way that you expect them to be at all times, but when you put your all into things, if it's designed to work, it will work. So I'm going to leave that one alone. So we're going to be doing a little bit of vacationing, just to enjoy remembering and, going, when you're in a relationship, sometimes you just need to get away to recap all of the problems and all of the things that you went through, but also to recap all of the laughs and all of the things that made you happy, and work towards the things that made you happy as being what we do on a regular. Work towards the things that keep you sad or upset. Make sure that those things are the things that you work not to continue to happen. I heard my husband say something earlier today when he was saying something about we need to renew our vows. I said, not yet. Not yet. Some people do it at 25 years. Some people need to do it the next year. But, not yet. We still got some growing and glowing to do. And then we can do that if that's what we see fit to do. But I want to talk about another thing that saddens me. So, 2 years ago, during the Thanksgiving weekend, we honored some amazing people at the Black I Am Awards. One of those people was Grandmaster Jay with the NFAC, the Black Militia. it makes me so sad because I know that Grandmaster Jay's heart is really for our people. I know he really just wanted to protect our people and make sure that a presence is known, that we will fight for one another if we have to. And during that Breonna Taylor situation, they said that he held his gun up like this, up in the air. They said the FBI agents was on the roof and other officers, and they charged him with federal charges. They found him guilty. Another black leader, they found him guilty. And it's so sad because all that y'all can come up with is that there was officers on top of the roof, and because your rifle was pointed up, it could have shot one of those officers. You didn't point no weapon at nobody. You had an information carrying your gun over your shoulder. Y'all, we as black leaders are under attack. We have been, we will be, and that's why it's so important that we stick together and that we make sure that we are in the legislature with their laws. We have to make sure that we are protecting ourselves mentally, spiritually, intellectually, and physically. My prayer is that when Grandmaster Jay appeals this decision, which they're sentencing him sometime in August, he's facing up to 20 years. For what? Now, I would beg to differ because there's a lot of people saying, oh, well, he did this to be cocky. He didn't. No, he did it because he was never scared. And we have to have the mentality not to be fearful of standing up for our people. But we can't stand up for our people if we're fighting our people. We cannot stand up to for our people if we're killing our own people. We cannot stand up to we cannot stand up for our own people if we are not united within our own people. So my challenge today is this. The theme that we kept on hearing throughout all of our shows this weekend was say it loud, I'm black and I'm proud. And that's all good. We can't only say it loud, we have to do it loud, meaning that we have to make sure that we are in position to take control of our own communities, which means that you have to start with your home, which means that you have to start with yourself before your home. We also have to form our own everything. And we can do it. We can do it with the Most High's help. See, one of the things that I feel that is missing in a lot of our leaders' everyday makeup is making people understand that we don't fear people, we don't fear places, we don't fear things. The only thing that we fear is not completing our purpose in life that we were born for. And when you make that known, then that's when you really have the authority to do the things that's necessary to empower our people. We have to change the mindset. We would rather be out here running loose, running rapid, with no intellect behind it, killing our own, stealing from our own, hurting our own, mentally abusing our own, instead of lifting one another up, helping one another, and everybody staying in their own lane. Now, I don't care how many places you are. I don't care what you do. If you're not walking in your own purpose and walking in somebody else's purpose, you're out of order. Because all it does is bring conflict to the whole entire puzzle. The puzzle is a puzzle because there's many parts and pieces to that puzzle. So if I'm walking in what I'm supposed to walk in, and you're walking in what you're supposed to walk in, first of all, how can two walk together unless we agree? What do we have to agree with? We have to agree that our mission is not religion. Our mission is not what your nationality is. Our mission is not what your way of life is. All of those things are separating factors that we don't want to focus on. All of these other organizations, they focus on, if it's this religion, then you can be a part of this. If it's this, then you can be a part of this. But have you ever seen a collaborative effort that put all of those things that actually separate us up, down, and we pick up the unity because we can focus on one thing? I continue to say this, and I'll continue to say this. I choose life. I chose life. I choose to live. Life is what we encounter every single day. Life is the one that gives us breath and life every single day. Life is the Most High, and the name is I am that I am. It's not all of these other things that continue to keep us separated. Whatever you identify life as, that's personal. But when we come together collaboratively, all we need to know is that there is one factor that's collaborative in all of our lives, and that is life itself. So I want to say this. It's that time that we get away from the things that have enslaved us mentally, spiritually, intellectually, and physically, and also emotionally. Because a lot of times we get emotional about things that other people believe that we may not believe in. It's no emotion that should be behind that, because if you know that you know that you know what you believe in your heart, that's your belief system. That's your heart. That's your walk. And that's all we need to understand, is that along the years, we done fought civil rights, we done fought human rights, we done fought all of these different rights. But what we have skipped is the unity of them all, and that's our cultural rights, Black people. Our cultural rights cover all of those things. And people don't understand. In culture, we have civil, we have social, we have human, and we have our cultural. All in one is wrapped up in one. What does that do for us? That puts us in places that we never would have gotten into. That helps us to identify what we expect to receive from what we call our government as a people. It helps us to sharpen. Iron sharpens iron. So it helps us to sharpen one another. Because there's some things that I don't know that you may know. There's some things that I can't do that you may be able to do. But the holistic view of things is collaboration so that the whole mission is completed. It's just like when you are born, there is a cycle from the beginning of the egg fertilizing to the birth of the fetus coming out of its mother. It took 9 months for that transition. What I'm saying, y'all, is that it takes some time. But if we're working toward these things, we shall surely win. But if we continue to work against one another, we shall surely die. Die how? Our power, our authority, and our success as a people all over this world. So it's your girl, Dr. Harris, live today. I just wanted to drop some nuggets to you. We will have some guests next week that's going to be simply amazing. But this week, take this home with you. Accountability, if it is to be, it's up to me. Action, if it needs to be done, I got to do it. Responsibility, know who you are. Find out what your mission is. Find out what your purpose is and walk in it. That's your responsibility. And with that being said, we have some very amazing things coming up that we will be putting out there starting next week. But make sure you get your recommendations in for the Black I Am Power Awards, which will be held in August. Yes, August. Again, in 2 months. We will be on it again, honoring those, giving honor to where honor is due. And if you have anything that you would like to say, or if you would like to call in, if you have any questions, the number is on the screen. It is on the screen. I believe it's 470-759-4585. That's 470-759-4585. If you would like to email us about anything about my show or about Black I Am Radio, you can email blackiamnetwork@gmail.com. Now, what we're getting ready to do right now, we're going to play a couple drops. I'm going to come back and give us some affirmations to live off of for the rest of this week until next time. And then I'm going to end this show today. And I have a quote that's going to be given to everyone, because I am holding you accountable for your actions and your responsibilities. That's the part of the rebirth of the Black nation. Now, I do see somebody named Shaquille Clark calling in. Let me take this call. Hello, caller, and whom do I have a pleasure of speaking with? Hello.
It's Melvennia Clark. How are you?
Hey, Melvennia, how are you?
I'm blessed. I can't complain. I couldn't resist calling in, Dr. Harris. I'm good.
First of all, before we go any further, Melvennia, I would like to say thank you for volunteering to help us this weekend. It was so greatly appreciated. Thank you. You're always stepping in when you're needed. And I just want to publicly say thank you for your contribution to our weekend.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you. I want to tell you, and I want to tell the whole world, when I was there, I was beyond blessed. I know I didn't get to make it to the first two, but to make it to that second one was simply amazing. If they missed it, they just don't know what they missed. It was just a moment where you got to see people who are you honored people who are doing real life things that never get honored. And I'm talking about these people are putting years of work, and I commend you for that, because so many times people get overlooked all the time, and just the talent that was in the building. I can't remember the lady when she brought her group of kids out to do the modeling. I was sitting there going through something, but I was so encouraged. Like, I left there that night. I was trying to leave a little bit early. I turned around and came back in, because it just touched my life in a way that I had never been touched before. I've been to a lot of modeling things, but this one was just so intimate, so real, so amazing. So I want to tell you, Dr. Harris, continue to do what you're doing. If people don't come and join and participate, they don't know what they're missing out on, because I was truly blessed.
I really appreciate that. And that shouts out again to Sharon Deal. at Fashion by Decourt Studio. Miss Sharon was given a death sentence, Melvina. Last year, they told her that she was going to die last November, and she's still here. But the blessing is because even at a death sentence, she's still putting life into these special needs children and adults. And it was just so amazing. I feel what you felt. And I want to thank you for calling in to even express that to the world, because, you know, a lot of people, when we don't know a lot of times how things even touch somebody like Miss Sharon. You know, just hearing this, which I'm going to send her this video so that she can continue to be encouraged. Because again, they gave her a death sentence and said that she would no longer be here. But not only is she here, she's still pouring into others. So I want to thank you again for calling in to Dr. Harris Live Show. And I want to thank you again for being who you are and always being on the scene, wanting to help and contribute, even at the point of pain or agony going on in your own life. I want to thank you so much.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you. And continue to be you and allow God to use you, because you are amazing. You are a phenomenal woman.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Bye-bye.
Take care. And so that was Miss Melvina Clark. Thank you so much, Melvina, for calling in today. If there's any other callers, you can call in right after we play a few more drops, and I'll be back very shortly.
Oh. If it's happening in the black community, nationally or locally, you can best believe we're on top of it. We are Black I Am Radio. The 60s. The 70s.
Let's stick together.
The 80s.
Before I let you go.
The 90s. 2000s.
Hey, for everybody.
And beyond. We have the best
Welcome to
musical
Hollywood,
mix on
baby.
the internet. We are Black I Am Radio. Lock us in and rip the knob off. News, information, talk, discussion, solution, and the best music on the planet. You can find it all on Black I Am Radio. Black I Am Radio. Yes, you are here.
And we are back. That is blackimradio.com. Make sure that you go to our station and list. We are streaming 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, with amazing oldies but goodies. And then we bring in some new school, and then we go back to the oldies but goodies. We got the 90s, we got the 2000s, we got the 80s. We have a combination of music, and we're working to get every genre of music separated on our website. But you will hear a combination of music when you are listening to the station. And so I want to thank you all who have tuned in to Black I Am Radio. Thank you so much for tuning into Black I Am Media on YouTube. We've been getting about 6,000 views within 3 to 4 days after every show. So I'm excited about that. You know, sometimes it doesn't seem that, you know, people are watching, but they do go back and they do watch. Last week, I got so many texts and things. Why didn't you have your show last week? Well, it's because you haven't really been following me, because if so, you would have knew that we had the Black I Am Commentary Awards last week, and that's why we did not have my radio show. So if you are interested in doing a show on Black I Am Radio, again, we are going to start taking shows now to prepare for August, to launch in August for our new shows. Get in contact with us. That is blackimnetwork@gmail.com, email, or you can call our station at 470-759-4585, or you can call me directly at 404-944-8544 and ask for Dr. Angela Harris, and I will get you to our VP of Productions so that she can get you set up. We are winning at Black I Am Radio, at BPU Global Network, at the Rebirth of the Black Nation. Why are we winning? Because our heart set is right, our mindset is right, and our actions are right. So what we want to do at this point is we want to continue to build. If you are interested in joining our movement, Black People United, the rebirth of the Black Nation, please contact us at BPU Global Network. That's BPU Global Network at gmail.com. We are getting ready to have a membership drive, and my new publicists are going to help me to get this done. We also have some very amazing things coming up as well. We have our health and wellness fair that's going to be, and we're going to have, we have Caribbean Fest. We got so many things that we're working on right now that's going to be ready for you. So make sure that, during this time, sometime or some point in your summertime, that you look to see what we're doing and come and support the mission, come and support the movement. And if you're interested in your business and getting your commercials, or if you want to come on my show and you want your music to be heard and it's compatible with what I do or with the station does, we are happy to have you. We are definitely happy to have you. And we would love to hear your comments, your corrective criticism, and your thoughts. It's time, y'all, that we not only do the things that's necessary to help our people, but it's time that individually you tap in, look in, heal in, so that you can bring out the best of you. I deserve the best of you. You deserve the best of you. You deserve the best of me. I deserve the best of me. And because of that, my challenge to everyone is to look in the mirror and see what it is that you don't like. And I'm not talking about your outer appearance. When I say look in the mirror, I mean look past what you see on the outer appearance. But the things that you know that's on the inside that you need to change, work on changing it. The things, see, we focus so much on the outer layers of everything. But beauty starts from within, and it resonates on the outside. See, I'm plain Jane today. I don't have no makeup. I didn't want nothing on today. I just felt like I'm wearing a sweatsuit, my Black I Am sweatsuit. For those of you who don't know, Black I Am stands for Beautiful Living Ancestors Controlling Kingdoms. Irreplaceable, amazing melanin. That is Black I Am, and that's what we stand for. Every day you look in the mirror, you should be able to look at beauty from the inside to the outside. Every day you wake up, you're alive, you're living. Life has blessed you with another day of living. Be grateful. You are an ancestor because someone is always going to come after you. It does not end with you. And it's designed for us to control the kingdom around us. We have to take control of our self, our family, our communities, our businesses, our financial freedom, our spiritual health, our physical wealth, all of the things that it takes to be wealthy. You're responsible for you. Again, back in 1991 when I graduated from high school, our high school alma mater that I chose was, if it is to be, it's up to me. That is your accountability statement. When you think of all of the things that you've procrastinated on, the things that you were supposed to be a part of and you weren't a part of because of your choices, the things that you've done to keep you stagnant, hold on to the past, something that you can't control, something that you'll never get back again, it hinders you from looking toward the future, which is not promised to any of us. Tomorrow's not promised. So you have to definitely live for today. It's your girl, Dr. Harris, live here at Black I Am Radio. I want you all to know that I love you and there's nothing you can do about it. Send prayers up for Grandmaster Jay and his situation. Pray that the Most High's perfect will be done and that, in spite of what they say, that he is set free, because freedom is when you deserve to be free for the things that they try to do everything to us to incarcerate us mentally, spiritually, physically, intellectually. But it's up to you to know the difference. The other thing I want to state is teamwork makes the dream work, and love from the inside is what makes the difference. Everyone that's rising has to have a team. We would like more team members. It has to be strategic people that's ready to take off flying, or people that are already on the train that's ready to move forward to make the vision manifest itself. We need you. If it's you, and you feel like you would fit in with the mission of the rebirth of the Black nation, which is our agenda. We are the hub. Our mission is to be a hub of all of your organizations, all of your individualism. We are the hub that everyone can come together. And that's what we are, Black People United. It's time, it's time, it's time. We are in the 6th month of this year. And if you have not seen nothing manifest, it's because you're out of order. Or you haven't worked hard enough to see the manifestation. But I see a lot of things that are getting ready to take place. I've seen a lot of things already take place. And I'm looking forward to working with the new people that life is sending in order to get the mission completed. It's your girl, Dr. Harris Live, the president of Black people. I take that plight because I know the mission is crucial. We have to have leadership. We have to have real leadership. And we have to have leadership that cares about not only the other leaders, but even those who are starting out on the bus. Those who know that there's something that they need to do, but have not yet been developed to do it. We want you. We want to help you develop. Because the more we develop our people, the stronger we are, the more powerful we are, the more progressive we will be, and the manifestation of all of our missions and our dreams will come to pass. It's time to understand that we have everything that we need right within us. The only thing that we are missing is a mindset change. When we actually change our mind about the way that things used to be and understand that used to be's don't get no honey, but right now's understand that in order to walk into the future, you have to do what's right now. We invite everyone in, but just because we focus on loving our people, unifying our people, doing all of these things with our own people, we don't have to tolerate foolishness, and we're not. Because foolishness only keeps us from moving forward. If you have any questions, feel free to give us a call. Focus on loving yourself. And the affirmations that I want to say today is I ams. Point to yourself and say 3 powerful I ams for the day and add to them every single day up until next Thursday. So that means if you do 3 times 7, by next Thursday, you will have 21 I ams. And you practice on those I ams. So I'm going to start it off with I am power. I am obedience. I am the future. Those are my 3 I ams for today. You figure out what your I ams are for today, write them down. Every day, write down 3 more. And at the end, when you have your 21 I ams, evaluate yourself and see if you're walking in these 21 principles that you just set for your own life. Thank you so much for tuning in to your girl, Dr. Harris Live. I love you so much. Please, please, please hug somebody, love somebody, encourage somebody, help somebody. But first, before you can do anything, make sure that you take care of yourself. Self-love, self-care, self-development is your number one asset in bringing unity to our people. Thank you.
The best music, we play it all. The 60s, the 70s,
Let's stick together.
the 80s,
Before I let you go.
the 90s, 2000s,
Hey for everybody.
and beyond. We have the best
Welcome to
musical
Hollywood,
mix on
baby.
the internet. We are Black I Am Radio. Lock us in and rip